All right, hello everyone. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And as you know by now, next Monday, the 23rd of March, starts something rather historic at Rankin Technical College. Due to the coronavirus, we're going online at least for the next couple weeks. So what we've been asked to do is to come up with a schedule for the next 2 weeks and to let you understand what we're going through, etc. Okay? So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be switching back and forth between a few documents. I'm sorry for that. But let me start with, I want you to see what we get. This is from Ms. Bruggeman, our Dean of Academic Affairs. And she said, please keep in mind that online courses must be accurate, concise, and timely is key. That's true. Timely feedback, so have grading done within a day or so. I'm going to do my best. If a student emails you, give them feedback or send a response back that day. Yes, that's never been a problem with me. When reaching out to students, be persistent. You could start, no, I didn't do this kind of thing, but I would like if you would please email me your email. All right? Email me not only if you've seen this presentation, but also, don't email me your email, I'm sorry. Well, you can email me a personal email. That'd actually be nice, because it appears as though a lot of people don't read their Inside Rankin in their Rankin email on a regular basis, but you should. So if you can email me a cell phone number, all right, and I will tell you what, I'm going to send out everything that I'm presenting today on an email to you, and I'll even include my cell phone number in there. And I normally don't do that. But you must get used to checking your email. Any instructions that I send out, I'm to include Ms. Bruggeman and Mr. Corrigan, for that matter. It says here, be sure that the course schedule is easy to find on Inside Rankin. I am not going to go and change the syllabus because I think no matter how many times I change it, it always seems out of date by the time it gets out there. But I will take this schedule that we're going to go over in just a couple minutes, and I will make that available, all right, in more than one place. You'll get it in an email, and it'll be out on Inside Rankin. Now, I have not tried Zoom meeting. I've heard that there's a 40-minute limit on it, so I'm not going to use that. I don't like narrative PowerPoints. I've never done one. I've never seen the reason to do one. I'm going to keep doing my presentations and also I am going to be using what's called Google Hangouts. All right, I'm having Mr. Grohearing, one of the instructors here at Rankin, is going to be giving me a quick little tutorial on how to use Google Hangouts. But you will need Google Hangouts as well on your machines. Here is the URL for Google Hangouts. Let me blow this up. So there it is. I think not the question. gsuite.google.com/product/meet. I know very little about this. I saw literally a 30-second demo that Mr. Corrigan showed us earlier this week. But my hope is, I think that when I get into this, it's going to give me a URL. And what's going to happen then is I'm going to be able to broadcast to you live, so to speak. All right. I have no idea if this will work in conjunction with Camtasia or not. All right. So you are expected to be in class remotely starting Monday the 23rd. Since our class meets at 8:05, I will take attendance at 8:05. Now let's look at what we're going to be covering for the rest of the semester. First thing I want to do is I want to go out to Inside Rankin. And for this class, let me log in. for this class, if I go out to the class, this is already out there. Urgent, please read the documents in the COVID-19 handout section under the collaboration tab as soon as possible. You go to the collaboration tab up here. I've got coronavirus email log, and this was a post that we got from our president. And I'm trying to remember, okay, let's see. Because I'm learning this collaboration stuff as well, so sorry about that. I think if you go to Forum Home, there it is. So go to Forum Home. There is my first update that I sent out yesterday. All right. In a little bit, I'm going to send out my second one on here. All right. Now, the reason I'm showing you that, I'm going to go back here to my home page, and these are our course outcomes right here. All right, so let me copy these, throw them onto here. So I've got something. All right, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 course outcomes for our class. Why am I showing you that? Well, this will now give me the opportunity to jump back here. All right, so this is, and you will get a copy of this, this is what I plan on covering for the rest of the semester. Not just 2 weeks, but I've got it laid out for the rest of the semester. I'm hoping we're going to be able to keep in this, okay, in this mode or whatever you want to call it. Now, when you, by the beginning of class, so by 8:05 a.m. Monday, March 23rd, please have turned into me what was due last week, and that was those non-OOP exercises. So remember, we have this lab that has in it the flashcard example, store inventory, bank login, game break, and job estimate and tile estimate. I want you to turn those in a non-OOP format. Why? Because I'm going to be going over those as we get back into the swing of things, so to speak. So if you don't have something turned in, and I will remind you of this at the beginning of class, if it's not turned in, you won't get any credit. All right? So we will spend the rest of the period, or as much time as it takes, going over the non-OOP examples. Then for the rest of the week, you'll have to do these in an OOP manner, and we'll end up basically doing these, I'm not going to say as a class, but let's just say I'll be giving you some guidance in how the exercises I just showed you should be done in an object-oriented programming manner. All right. Going back then, we're hitting on all these. We're going to do some work with consoles. We'll do more work with GUIs. So yeah, we'll be using variables, branching, and loops. We'll be using arrays and collections. We'll be demonstrating exception handling and data validation. But more than anything else, in these next few weeks, we're going to be going over that last objective, the one that you see in gray. Write applications using fundamental OOP concepts such as classes, objects, encapsulation, inheritance, and abstraction. So that's what we're going to be doing for the first week. And again, I have no idea, once I get into this Google Groups, if I'm able to even use Camtasia with Google Groups. All right? I've already gone out and done 20 lectures this week for this class, between 15 and 20 lectures, something like that. And I will continue to do those on an as-needed type of basis. All right, so that's the first week we get back. So what will be assigned will be the Chapter 12 labs done OOP-like on Tuesday. What will be due? The non-OOP Chapter 12 lab. All right, I guess I could put here CH12 non-OOP lab will be due at the beginning of the period on Monday, and redone in an OOP manner will be due by the end of the period. 1 asterisk means beginning of class, 2 asterisks means end of class. So we will be covering, will be OOP, Chapter 12 basically, non-OOP on Monday, the OOP examples the rest of the week. If we happen to get done early, then we're skipping Chapter 13, but I can always go into Chapter 14, which is on inheritance. All right. Monday the 30th, there will be a hands-on test. For Chapter 12. It's solely going to be on Chapter 12. You must take it that day. All right? And again, it's my responsibility then to grade them that night and get them back to you the next day, where we'll also be going over Chapters 14 to 16. Then you'll have one last lab on the OOP stuff on 14 and 15. There's really nothing to give you on 16. It's a short chapter. All right. That lab, I'll lecture for the first part of the class here. That lab, we again may end up doing, it may sort of be where I'm guiding you along as far as what to do. All right. So that's the second week of class. And again, the majority of everything we're covering in here in these first 2 weeks is right applications utilizing fundamental OOP concepts, even though it will encompass the rest of the stuff that's in here as well. On the 6th of April, we will have a test on Chapters 14 to 16. That will end the object-oriented programming, or OOP, section of the class. Then starting on Tuesday, I will lecture on Chapters 17 and 18. That will get us where we're going to be moving away from OOP and into the land of database. All right? So, change this around. Trying to be consistent here with the way I do this stuff. All right. So we will have a lab, one or more worksheets that are going to be database related, and we will work on those Wednesday and Thursday, the 8th and 9th of April. The 10th, there is no class. I don't know if we're supposed to call it Good Friday anymore, but you know that's the Friday before Easter, so there are no classes. Then the following week, we will go over, still be working on Chapters 17 and 18. Notice you'll have a lot of time, but those labs will be due that Tuesday, the 14th, by the end of class. Then on the 15th, I will lecture on Chapter 23, which is link. Don't worry about right now what that is. That's the last chapter we will cover in the book. You will again have some labs. These will all be kind of melded together. All right? And we will work on link the rest of the week. And you know what? I'm going to make this due later. What we will do is we will make that Chapter 17 and 18 lab due then. All right? You can see I'm doing this in real time, whether that's a good thing or not. So the week of the 20th, I will lecture on Chapter 23, and everything else will be working on labs. Then on Monday the 27th, we will have our hands-on test on databases. All right. Starting the next day and going the rest of this week. Now, again, if we're able to get this stuff done faster, we'll push this up. All right, but we'll be working on a project. Again, basically, I'll be self-directing you as a class, but you will be writing up a database project. That database project will be due the last day of class. And finally, the last 3 days that you're in here will be for you to work on your portfolio. Really, your portfolio and your project. All right, so I could put this here, project dash. All right, that might be a little bit more kind of, I don't know if you'd say reminiscent, but it's kind of the way we're really going to be doing things. All right, and that's it. So I want to do this one last time. These first 2 weeks that we come back, we're going to finish up object-oriented programming, and we're doing it quickly, for lack of better words. 12 and 14 are the chapters we're going to concentrate on almost exclusively. All right, and the labs, etc., that we go through, we will be working on the lab as a class. All right, so assigned here, really this should be nothing. This should be nothing. And this should be nothing. All right, and then we'll have the hot. We'll give the 14 and 15 lab, which means this will be nothing. This will be nothing. And this will be nothing. All right. Then we'll have our test. Chapter 17 and 18 lab as we go into databases. Again, this will be nothing, as will this. All right. When we get through chapter 23, there'll be a lab. That'll be the last homework assignment that you'll get. We will also do a project. All right. Now that's everything as far as what I can tell you. All right. I will send you all of this information in an email momentarily. Again, I've decided to put this out here the way I'm showing it to you right now and send it to you, as opposed to constantly updating inside Rankin. If this schedule has to change, I will change it accordingly, update it, and make a video presentation letting you know that I've updated it. But as of right now, this is the way it stands. All right? Again, if you could please send me an email, turn around the email that I'm about to send you, and in that email, please put in there a cell phone number that I can reach you at. Please look at your Rankin email daily. If for some reason you say, I'm not going to do that, but I've got another email, and then send me that email. All right, I don't want to really do that, but I want to make sure that you've got the latest and greatest at all times. As always, any questions, email me at jpscott@rankin.edu. Thanks.